with that. A team that's better prepared on the T side, that gets a good start, is really dangerous on a map like this, where the CT economy can be very, very sketchy if you want to have the big buys. And a lot of teams do want to have the big buys. AWPs, a lot of grenades, you know, especially with the M4s being more expensive now as well. So
look at his positioning from Peter.
So I'm curious to see what iBUYPOWER have strat-wise.
Almost the face there. He's going to retreat back, stay alive, get a bit more information. You can see some people are top mid as well, and he will retreat over to the B bomb site just in case there's a push there. Swag going to have an aggressive position in mid now as Peter lurks back towards mid. Long going to stay quiet for the time being.
Wow!
Swag.
So awesome from Swag.
Yeah, I think the Swag and Hiko pairing is going to be very dangerous for iBUYPOWER going forward. Tarek taking down AZK on the short area.
This is good defense there. He's going to get dinked though and taken out by Hiko. And almost stopping that push by himself, but going to have Dazed on the flank. Able to take down FNS quite easily. In comes Tarek. That USP does get dinked, and that's going to be the end of that. You know what I'm worried about? You're talking about Swag and Hiko. I'm worried about Skadoodle on the T side, because Skadoodle's going to be trying to open up all kinds of crazy angles with that AWP, and if he starts to hit those shots, it's going to really, really be bad, because already you have, like you said, you have Swag and Hiko who can then like really, like the hole can be created by Skadoodle, and then Swag and Hiko can just like expand into it and just destroy it.
Yeah, but one thing we saw against Denial was obviously Shazam has left the building and is playing for Cloud9. Adren is now their AWPer, but Adren couldn't make the match, so that's going to we have to bear that in mind when we see how well Skadoodle did. This time they have Peter, and we've seen Peter has been doing amazing work with the sniper rifles. Also, I'm more afraid of Skadoodle on the CT side. The way he tends to hold A if allowed is very, very strong. But let's not forget, Dazed is an AWPer as well. So if it went to Cash, for example, then we would see strong work from him as well. But it will be Tarek getting the first frag, AZK with the trade there. So 4 versus 4. Bomb stuck in mid at the moment, so nothing doing just yet. Hiko having to make a run for it with 15 HP. Swag getting tagged as a scout as well. Suddenly, things are going the way of mouseSpaz. Look at his flank position as well from Finesse. And he takes down Hiko. But it's AZK stuck at top of mid. Doesn't know what's going on right now. Has to run for it. We've got two mouseSpaz players, sorry, two iBUYPOWER players stuck in mid at present. Waiting for the connection to come in. AZK with 1 HP now. He's getting a return frag. It's going to be advantage IBP, but 24 seconds on the clock. Going to be pushing A. There are both CCs waiting on A. Hayes is taken out by Swag, all down to Peter now with the scout. Needs to look at the right place at the right time to stop this. He could do a jumping frag and stop the plant. Oh, it's behind the box. See what he can do now. Looks like he may go for the save as it has become an unwinnable situation. So we are going to see another eco round from mouseSpaz. He does still have armor, Kevlar, and the scout, so may as well save it for a rainy day.
So I guess iBUYPOWER, you know, when they move into their buy round, they're going to have the AWP in play at the same time as mouseSpaz. I wonder like, if we're going to see a really, really slow picky base round from them. Obviously, they're going to feel a lot of strength there. But equally, when you've got the CTs, if you can catch the CTs off guard with like a fast play, with a fast aggression somewhere, which is what some teams sometimes do. Sometimes you'll just see them just rush all 5 rifles B or something like that, like, and just be really dynamic and quick before they can really get set up with their weapons. Then you can just blow up their economy. And when they're coming already from this situation where they're going to be potentially down 3 rounds, that's like insanely crippling. Like, it has really long-term implications into the round. So I'd be curious if they're going to go for something like that. Daze, of course, is going to be very experienced in how to deal with these situations. So I'm going to let him educate us in what he thinks is the best choice. I'm very curious to see what that's going to be when we do arrive to this buy round. So far, we're seeing that mouseSpaz are getting cleaned up pretty easily here. Nobody taken down on iBUYPOWER's side just yet. So all is good for them. And we will have Cutler lurking.
Yeah, Cutler's going to go for that AK that was dropped in B tunnel. Swag holding a great angle there to take out the 2 people pushing from B, but Swag knows that they're going to be looking for that AK as well. So he looks like he's going to stay a bit close to it, although Cutler may have an opportunity to grab it now that Swag is moving through the B bomb site. You can see Cutler also expecting the AK to be covered, so he's just going to try and figure out where that player is. The net is starting to get smaller though. As you can see on your radar, we have approaches from Hiko. Going to survive a 5 HP,
Close.
no armor on Cutler, otherwise he would have probably got the better of that exchange.
Okay, so Skadil going to get his AWP. And will there be an AWP on mouseSpaz? No AWPs on mouseSpaz. Going to play without an AWP. So this would be very interesting then. That's actually could be kind of good for them, because if they had an AWP, he might feel like it might be that he would want to play mid or try to challenge some of those angles. And to lose somebody really early against Skadil because you're trying to challenge with the AWP would kind of suck. So I like that this is going to encourage kind of defensive angles, some CD setups. You can see that they're giving up mid completely in favor of just being able to play together with these rifles and these counter flashes. But that's going to make it hard as well for iBUYPOWER to find those picks. And when we saw them playing against Denial, every single time they were just like, well, let's just let Skadil get a pick and then we'll just exploit it from there.
If they peek mid here, I think Skadil's probably going to get the pick. The flashbang from Tariq gave his position away. Skadil's looking for him. There is a CT in CT spawn as well, but they will rotate position. Let's see. It's going to be Peter holding on to the A side as we have a 3-man push here from short.
And look how they wait for Skadil to do something in every situation. Like even when he's in middle, they're waiting from there. Then he runs past all the players because he's got the AWP, and now he's waiting here. So they're really going to use all the time that possible to try to see what he can do here.
But mouseSpaz not giving him the opportunities he's looking for. Unlike yesterday, going to be Swag getting the first pick though. Such sick aimers on this team. Trade frags coming in. AZK going down. Got Tariq with the flank. Takes down Skadil. All of a sudden, just left to daze here.
That
Strong
silencer.
plays from mouseSpaz. Again, the silencer. Showing its worth. Too many angles for him to hold, and he will fall.
I'm going to say that the silencer was a really, really, really big deal there, because he killed the first player. Okay, fine. But the fact is that he was able to get like a full spray on the second player without them still knowing where he was. That was really where the difference was made there. And getting the 2 frags instead of just 1. They kind of just steamrolled it from there, so really nicely done with that very, very fast flank up short.
And now we have the AWP on Peter. And none on Skadil. Oh, no, he has picked one up, was dropped by someone else. That flash, you see 3 of them, can't connect with any of them, however. He's not going to go for the repeat. Let's have a look at what Skadil's doing right now. Like, Peter's going to hold the angle on short. AZK just running down. He's going to move back, otherwise AZK might have fallen there. Tariq going to offer some support as well in case the mid push comes. Lots of activity on short area from the terrorist side, as Tariq, he's going to play the kind of A slope area. So if there is a push down long, he'll be able to support. But you do have Cutler and FNS in the long area as well.
Something I see Fnatic do a lot in this position is Peter would basically go to plateau, and they swap the guy on plateau. Hayes, who's got a rifle, you can go close to mid and do a crossfire with the other guy who's in CT, and then they can play together either to go up short if they do rush short, and and basically just leave the AWPer on B. That's something that Fnatic do quite often, or that I have seen from looking at their demos. Either way, we're going to see this push come into short. They pretty much have everybody here as well. Just one guy lurking in the middle. Going to jump straight down, looking for these frags. They're so fast right now on this push. Absolutely massacring the defense of iBUYPOWER. It's not looking good at all for them. They don't even, from mouseSpaz, they didn't even really get a chance to shoot anybody.
I'm wondering if mouseSpaz need to play this more LDLC style. But like you saw, they just sat there and allowed iBUYPOWER to execute their set plays, whereas LDLC or our team, for example, who will mix things up. They'll play some aggressive moves as well. Like you saw, there were 2 players on the B site. You might see them walk through the B tunnels if they have an inkling. Again, we saw and heard a lot of activity on shorts, on long. So it may be something they consider. Maybe they change things up and become more aggressive if this style continues to fail for them. But
yeah, the other thing as well is that if iBUYPOWER are playing this style, which is kind of the default way to play this map, you kind of smoke off middle, you take over middle, and then you have short, and you always have the opportunity if you get a pick or if you get info that there are players, like let's say players are really, like 2 or 3 players on long, then you want to hit B because then of course those players are really far away from rotation. B becomes more the best option. If they can find out information there, they can do A or B. But the CTs they don't know exactly like what's going to happen because they don't have short. So you see this boost to look over the smoke in middle, which is quite common in Europe at the moment, to try to counteract these plays. But look at this, they're going to go for an aggression on short. That's their little mix-up here on this bit of a weird situation, of
but
course.
Look at the counter position from AZK. It's almost as though they read that might happen, considering the weapons they have left and the fact that they probably won't buy with the remainder of the team. You have to wonder if this is Dave's genius. It's like, okay, guys, they might push short, so play passive, you know?
Yeah, definitely short is a place where stuff can go wrong if their money's low, for sure. They're, looking for those close-range engagements. It's very smart. And mouseSpaz going to be challenging Swag here in this one-on-one. Swag doesn't even get the frag there. Playing with the pillar. Very nice footwork there from Tarek to find the kill.
You can see that there's still a general passive positioning from the terrorists, other than Skadoodle, who is in a very forward position with the AWP. That's generally where he likes to hang on the CT side as well, but closer to the car. So it may be that he opens up the A site and forces a rotation from the CTs. The bomb, however, is towards B. CT's well positioned to hold this down.
Now this is interesting. Going for this play towards B. They last saw an AK picked up there. Perhaps they assumed that the AK would kind of like play against what they think they should do, which is rotate. Sustain put with the AK, very smart on B. They're going to move in, get gunned down here. Not able to push the bomb through to the bomb site as mouseSpaz retake upper dark. This is very good play here. Peter going to be coming in from the back, catching Skadoodle as he goes through the window. And AZK is alone. There's 3 players to find, 2 in upper dark. Here he goes. Get immediately removed by Peter. And that was a great round there from mouseSpaz. And despite the fact that iBUYPOWER were kind of cognizant of what was happening.
Yeah, they found the bomb at the really right time, because that's just when there was a pick in short from the 2 players who were there. I think it was Skadoodle at the back and AZK who actually got the frag. And that may have forced some kind of rotation there if they hadn't seen the bomb already. So fortunate timing for mouseSpaz when they bring it to a 2-round deficit. You can see there's a 2-man push here in long, and it's a 2-man push in the B tunnels as well.
I love dark takes.
I'm not sure if iBUYPOWER are aware of this. And here we go. Here's the kind of LDLC style play that we were talking about just the other round.
Dark takes are really, really strong. Gives you a lot of presence. Really constricts what is possible for the T side. If they go upper dark, they have to be worried. And you'll hear stuff or you'll see stuff as the CTs. If they go middle or short, then you have a really good beat on what's happening. But we're going to see them fall back and just leave Tarek in there with the AK. And that's enough. Trying to retake middle here, iBUYPOWER. Very, very aware that there might be 1 or 2 players in the dark area. But Tarek is going to gun him down. Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't get that spray down.
Spray was all over the place.
That is gut-wrenching right there. That's so tough for Tarek to look at that and not get any frags. So we're going to have Hayes here behind the smoke. Now, what did they read here? What information have mouseSpaz really got? There's not a lot of info right now for them. They've got nobody on short. They're just playing reactively here on the bomb sites. So Peter ready to spot players on upper dark. Here they come. Good position in the AWP. There it is. Crouching. Standing, taking the shot. Peter still looking good to get these shots off. Very controlled, but missing the second shot. That's 1 too many shots being missed. Great reaction there from Peter, trying to make the best of a bad situation. In they come for the retake. Pico stepping out into his demise. FNS cleaning up the round, and mouseSpaz bringing it back.
Yeah, I don't think they made it to that AWP either, so that's going to be quite an expense for them. You can see Tarek spending 6,500 to get things back into the game. Going for the double AWP as well now. Peter picking up the second one. Let's just have a look. Tarek going to have a fast angle into mid. Not going to find anything. Peter backing him up, but it looks like it's going to be a push towards long. We do have 2 CTs there at the moment. Finesse and Cutler going to smoke things off, so that's going to be the terrorist stuck. Looks like they are going to flash and push though. 4-man eco push here by the terrorist. That's 2 down. 3. Can Cutler drop Pico as well? He's the last man standing. Run out of bullets, and that's going to be that. Nice clean up there. Only FNS going down. 2 AWPs saved, and that's going to be some more money in the bank for the CTs.
I like how back and forth this is. We can see another buy coming in from iBUYPOWER. The problem for them, though, is that mouseSpaz are starting to get some cash build up. Cutler on 10k, and 3 players on 2.5. It's only FNS who's like totally broke. So if mouseSpaz were to win this round without losing more than 2 players, they're going to start to be pretty indomitable.
Not going to find anyone for a while, but the bomb carrier, Skadoodle. Oh, he could have found something there. That could have been really bad for mouseSpaz, but they get away with their live.
And now they saw 2 players on short as well, so trying to hit B when there's 2 players on short is really tough because your flank will come so quickly, so they don't really want to hit B right now. They need to either wait quite a lot of time and rediscover information to see if the mouseSpaz have changed position, or they need to try to work into an A play. But there's still a lot of players towards the short here for iBUYPOWER. Are they just going to charge up here? Looks like they are thinking about it.
CTs with a reasonable amount of nades still in the bag. So you can see Swag throwing the smoke for CT spawn there, which will give the indication of a B push, but they're not moving anywhere right now. They're just going to sit, wait to see if they can find a CT rotating. But the CT's holding still at the moment. You can see we still have FNS in pit, which is a long rotation towards B. More flashes and nades coming out towards the CT spawn site to give the indication of B. That's making Cutler rotate, and now the push is coming in, and it's only Tarek to defend.
And there you go. Tarek, the AWP, does get the first one. Working in on good defense so far. Cutler coming in from below, able to take down Swag in the side of their head with the AK. More frags found by Cutler. Only days left. Oh, what a nice retake there. Or, well, not even a retake. A nice stop there. Hold. Yeah, I mean, iBUYPOWER did the really smart thing as well by just waiting. Because they didn't really have like a favorable scenario. Having seen 2 guys on short, they had to wait for them to like reposition and then hit. And then that's what they did, but wow.
If mouseSpaz keep this performance up, they may end up being picked up by a team soon. Oh
yeah, definitely. I would be surprised if not, actually.
Yeah. So, going to see a more standard layout here from the CTs. You have Peter just in a peeking position, has spotted somebody mid, going to get a few nades out there. And go to a more passive position. And you had AZK just poking around it along for a little bit, but it looks like they're going to push straight through mid this time. FNS in what's becoming the happy position. The bomb is down as well. They've got a crossfire with Tarek. 1 player falls. Stereo Orps going to take down the last 2 players. And that is 6-4 mouseSpaz.
So money enough for more weapons to be bought here for iBUYPOWER. They are actually getting a lot more buys than I'm expecting. I keep expecting to see ecos from them, but they're actually able to pull in the buy. There's a nice pick there onto Swag, as the long take is going to commence here. Tarek just standing in the open with the AWP, does pick up 1 player before he goes down. And so 3 on 4 here, so a very key frag picked up. iBUYPOWER though, they have the bomber who's moving his way up by himself, and it was spotted, I do believe, by FNS as he took Skidul down. So this is really big problems here. Skidul had to hit that shot to make this round possible. Now it's just a ridiculous task here for Days to try to save.
Yeah, this is looking really painful for iBUYPOWER, and I'm really impressed by the holds we're seeing from mouseSpaz and the comeback after an early advantage from iBUYPOWER. I mean, this is really good stuff, and I'm still surprised. Like, I expected iBUYPOWER to be leading in the final. Maybe it's the momentum from mouseSpaz, and especially because their match was straight before the final, that they lead with the bets. But yeah, I mean, things going well for them so far. But again, I think this match may be dictated by Skidul's AWP on the CT side.
One thing to remember as well is that they're very nice. One thing to remember is that mouseSpaz's T side has been looking significantly weaker generally than their CT. Their CT looks amazing, but their T comparably is not as impressive. So that's definitely where iBUYPOWER are going to find their edge, I think, against the T side. It's a battle of the CT halves here. Be pushing their way up long though as they make their way in. Tarek is going to whiff 1 too many shots, and that is not going to cut it. As we have Cutler now moving in from well, Fret calls that Gandalf. I don't know what else to call that position. I don't know why it's called Gandalf, but you have 2 players left, FNS and Hazed.
This is going to be a hard retake. Unless they manage to boost each other. That's what
so there you go. iBUYPOWER picking up another round, and they do find it off of the back of that long take. So maybe they're onto something here. Of course, it can be hard usually to take long immediately because the A players usually put 2 or 3 on long. We have actually 2 AWPers here. Are they going to try any timing picks? Okay, they're both going to be in middle trying to whiff off shots, but we're not going to get a timing towards B or a timing towards long here. Peter's the only AWPer there for his side mouseSpaz, but he will get a kill before the return does come from Days. So this is a nice a really nice situation for iBUYPOWER. But with those 2 AWPs, it might be hard to, or a little bit awkward to move onto the sites. So still playing the split and pick game they are, and FNS might just be ready to push in, take a risk.
Yeah, if he goes at the right time here, this could be huge.
Oh, that was so nice. Tarek reacted to a pixel and then flicked to that very pixel. That is fantastic play. And that's a really important frag. Now iBUYPOWER have a disadvantage here. mouseSpaz have 2 to a site, essentially, and we have the kind of flanking FNS who's going to find out swiftly what's happening, and he can flank into the short, but look at that, catches Swag. Swag had no idea. And oh wow, Tarek goes down to the flames, blinded.
Oh, that's a disaster, or it could have been, because they were both moving backwards and short after the flank kill came in. Then suddenly the bomb site opens up after the accidental walk into the flames, so they start going back towards A. But it was a nice cleanup at the end there by the remaining mouseSpaz players.
James, so it wasn't accidental. He got flashed and then Molotov.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. He was sitting in it without realizing.
He went to the nice boost spot as well. If you jump off the barrels onto the box, you can get a nice look all the way down into the bottom of the short stairs. And if your aim doesn't fail you, then you can definitely get a jump on some players. Again, we have an aggressive position here from Finesse. But look at the position of these 2 guys, Dazed and Hiko. And that's going to be the frag opening up long. And that's going to force the rotation from Peter.
It's the only guy with a rifle as well on the entire team. And that's going to give another rifle to iBUYPOWER.
They've doubled the rifles.
Doubled the rifles. So it's a measly M4 though. No, it's not as awesome as an AK.
Obviously, because Peter's rotated to long, Hayes trying to hold down short from the mid area. Is spotting some players, could be pushed here. Forced to retreat while he rotates. Nice frag coming in there from Tarek, holding down the B rotation from the terrorists. They're having to go through the tunnel instead. We can see Tarek in the position to try and hold. There's going to be a Q with the flashbang. He's going to be slowed by the smoke, and that's going to allow the CTs to rotate a bit more. You can see very aggressive positioning by Peter in the short area. So iBUYPOWER stuck now, 35 seconds remaining. They're going to try and walk in, and Tarek should get an easy kill here.
Tarek misses the shot though, but Hayes is there to pick up the pieces. Still struggling to get through the choke point. Hayes going to help himself to one more, and Tarek chimes in at the end as well. So easy clean up in the end, and 9-5 mouseSpaz looking good for this 10-5, which is really, really awesome. That's a great first half for them. I mean, iBUYPOWER, as I said, I feel like they are going to find their advantage on the CT side, but at this point, it feels like mouseSpaz have done almost well enough, perhaps. But we get to see their 2 sides.
I mean, they've got 9 rounds, could get 10, and that would be them in a great position to close out this first game after winning a pistol.
No AWPs for iBUYPOWER, and 2 on mouseSpaz again. So that's certainly something that's going to be very painful in the picking battles. They can't quite find the shots there though, up to short, as iBUYPOWER do go up, and they're kind of going back now. It looks like they're going to jump into mid, or at least it felt like that right now, as they kind of were faking that they're all moving up to short. But mouseSpaz with no real presence on short don't know what's happening at the moment.
Indeed, Peter is in a position to have a peek with the AWP. He's got Cutler to help him out should he need it. The flashbang came in from Cutler to allow him to peek, but he whipped his knife out instead of the AWP, so wasn't able to take that peek after all. Now, we have AZK peeking through short, doing the jump that we see from Steel. I don't think they know that he's in CT spawn. Now, this could be interesting. He could win this round for his team. He's gonna get the rotators.
They have to make the B play work, but they've cut off half of it. There's 2 left in from upper dark, and AZK only gets 1 as well. This is not quite good enough, and it's down to Swag for the spray down. Takes a double for his troubles. We have him against 2 players now. He has the bomb as well. He's got 15 seconds. He's got to think about getting the plant. He wanted to get a quick one-on-one, which was very smart by Swag. But here comes Cutler. If they synchronize this, Swag is in trouble. He's a quick reload. He's going to get the one-on-one. One more player to find, but it's going to be Cutler to end his streak. And Swag is going to find himself at the mercy of mouseSpaz as they go 10-5. And that is a great first half. And now, I mean, iBUYPOWER, they can have equally a good first half, but the pressure on the pistol is really huge.
Yeah, that was a really strong half for mouseSpaz. And it's good to see these other teams, other than your usual 2 or 3, putting in work. Again, it's the all-important pistol round, important for both sides here, as iBUYPOWER definitely with an opportunity to get right back into this game if they can win this pistol. Peter looking to pop some heads, but from that range, I don't think he'd get a one-shot with the Glock. Cutler's going to possibly have a cheeky... Oh, nice team flash there from the team. I was going to say to walk straight through the smoke, but underestimating mouseSpaz now as they storm through the mid-area towards the B-bomb site. AZK getting taken out. Swag with 2 kills to get revenge for his team. Bomb is down towards the B site. We have frags coming in towards the A site at the moment. Hayes looking to potentially get a flank on the player as Tarek's going to come through the window, but he's going to get shot from behind. Can he get through the window in time? If he can, Swag goes down. That's the bomb site open. And it's going to be a 2 versus 1. Hiko last man standing for the CT side, but Hayes on 1 HP.
Hiko's got to do this. Pressure's on now for Hiko. 5 bullets left. That's all he's got. 4 bullets. Hiko. Does it go in? Just playing with mouseSpaz at the moment. He needs to connect. Going to swap out for a Glock. And he does
Time's running out, no kits.
Not have a kit indeed, so that's going to be a massive problem. There it is, mouseSpaz. With that round, could very well just quickly tie up this match. I mean, they can quite feasibly. I mean, well, right now we're going to have iBUYPOWER in a situation where they have like 2 chances at solid buy rounds, unless they decide to do a weird force. And if they don't win those 2 buy rounds, it's over. So it's a very slim margin now for iBUYPOWER to get back into the game. But of course, they're on the CT side, and we know that this Skadoodle can get that AWP into play. We know that if they do get fully geared up, iBUYPOWER are a scary force to contend with. But it's going to come down to these strategies at the end of the day as well. And so far, mouseSpaz, at least on the CT side, they seem to have a good idea how to handle so many situations.
Okay, I guess Daze is looking for a flashbang coming in from short, which is why he's facing the wall. Don't think he's being emo at the moment. So, again, it's tentative play here, as per usual, on the anti-ecos. We can see Peter, he's going to be quite happy sitting there with his scout, watching long for the time being, as we start to see them creep towards short. No aggressive playing from the CTs yet, no peeking in any directions to find out where people are. Dazed has left his little cove there, but all the CTs trying to avoid angles where they may engage the enemy. It looks like the fake is going to come in from the Terrors as they start to push towards A with the bomb site. Only Daze and Hiko remaining. Now they've identified where they are indeed going to push back towards B. Going through mid, it's going to be smoked off now, which is going to give them safer passage. Now, Dazed and Hiko have a decision to make. Hiko 25 HP, they both have armor. Daze has an AK, Hiko has a 5.7. Do they save or do they push?
They save, or at least we can go for exits here. Well, I mean, I think Hiko should actually probably save, but they don't have a kit, so and with the smoke there, it's impossible.
Yeah, but they've got lots of merchandise to bring through to the next round as well. So definitely, Hiko, he can do some damage with that 5.7.
He's going to look for an exit into the spawn, but they're quite aware that he's there, I think. They're looking for him. Here it is. Hiko gets the first kill, though. Can he get anything else with the 5.7? Going to be taking more engagements, but 2 against 1. It's not fair. The odds.
It's not fair, damn it.
It's not fair. Why don't they pick on someone their own size? But we do get the AK saved on Dazed. And very unfortunate for Hiko not to save the 5.7 armor there. You know, he could really use that in this round. But Daze, he's got the AK, so perhaps there is some hope for them yet.
But mouseSpaz 5 and 13 at the moment. If they can keep him off an AWP, I don't think iBUYPOWER will get back into this game.
Yeah, he wasn't able to effectively utilize the AWP on the T side because of the way that iBUYPOWER were playing against him. And sorry, mouseSpaz, I keep mixing it up, mixing and matching those names. Hayes though taking a frag into middle, and we'll have to see if they're going to be able to string together a play here, because iBUYPOWER, if you have a lot of bodies behind those mid doors, they're looking for more engagements with these pistols of theirs. Nice shot there, close range from Swag with the P250. In range for that one shot to the head. And dead, as we have Daze now on the site, alone against 2 players.
He's got the bomb though. While all that was happening, we had 40 players in the mid area and the bomb was on its own. Tried to breach the B site, but did fall. So that was a costly round for mouseSpaz, 3 of them going down. But they are 3 rounds away from victory, so they have some margin for error. However, they really don't want iBUYPOWER to get back into this game. You can see now Skadoodle has the AWP. We can expect him to go over to the A site, and he'll probably play later on in the round in that car position, holding down the kind of short to A area, as he normally does. And again, if they start stringing rounds together and they can't stop him from doing that, they're going to be in trouble.
Oh, he whiffed! No way, he missed that shot. That's crazy. He had great movement there, and they just rushed him down. That's a massive loss right at the start of the round. Tarek opening up onto Dazed as well. These entries are coming in so quickly and so effortlessly.
You have to bear in mind that Hiko's still holding long, because if he tries to support the site too early, then it stops his teammates being able to have a strong retake opportunity. If Hiko stays in the pit, then they can have a two-pronged assault. But Hiko's going to be stuck for the time being. You can see Hayes, he's looking for the long player. He knows someone's going to be there. It's kind of standard for them to stay in long as those kind of things happen. So he's going to be trying to find that frag. And there's Hiko. He gets taken out as well. Saw the mouseSpaz support from the rest of his team started rushing down long. So it's going to be only AZK and Swag with weapons going into the 20th round here. Things looking really, really bad for iBUYPOWER. And again, that was excellent decision-making by mouseSpaz. They know Skadoodle is a massive threat on the CT side for iBUYPOWER, so they just went and eliminated him straight away. That said, Skadoodle should have got 1 kill, could have got 2. They almost lined up for him, but just wasn't to be on this occasion.
I do actually wonder if if that was a Skadoodle read that they had, because they just rushed up short. Like, they just straight up rushed it with no smokes in the middle or anything. They just rushed up short, and they knew that Skadoodle had to have had an AWP. So perhaps they know that was a very likely play.
Well, they would have seen what he did to Denial as well, and that was not pretty. Skadoodle, he's the big dog right now. He's the Mr. T. He's carrying all the gold chains. But he just got robbed by mouseSpaz. 2 rounds away from game 1.
So my prediction is going to go down the toilet.
Down the toilet. Down the Royal Dalton, mate.
Yep. mouseSpaz having a great first half. They've started CT every single map they played today.
Indeed, yeah, that's very good fortune.
Can it really be a coincidence? They must just be nice monsters. But it's a nice bit of a cleanup coming in here from iBUYPOWER. They're able to catch a few mouseSpaz players off guard as they try to open up for some of these picks. Peter and Cutler still remaining though, and we do have 2 to a site for iBUYPOWER, so they probably feel quite comfortable in how they're dealing with this, although Hiko's actually in the longhouse, so they can actually isolate the single player on the site. I think it's Skadoodle with the scouts, so perhaps they're more than happy to leave Skadoodle there with that scout. But in they go onto the B bomb site. That's a great grenade in. Nice trade coming in from Daze, but that bomb is going to go down. Peter, 1-on-2 with the bomb.
Two-pronged assault now from the CTs. One in the tunnel area. That's going to be Hiko, and Skadoodle going to be watching the angle with... he's got an AK now, upgraded from the scout he had previously. So let's see how these 2 CTs approach this. Hiko starting to emerge from the tunnel now. As Skadoodle gets closer, and Hiko will get the frag. And I know Skadoodle's going to be straight over to that AWP. So there is a glimmer of hope here. There's one candle just blowing in the wind, but it's staying alive right now for iBUYPOWER.
Yeah, I mean, I really think that they can bring this back. The thing is that obviously so far we haven't seen a lot of buy-rounds, a lot of AWPing possible. The last time we saw Skadoodle with an AWP, he just instantly just got taken out, and that was from just like a nice rush up short from mouseSpaz. And I think that was a bit of a read by them, a bit of a gamble, and it did work just insanely well. So we've got Skadoodle once again just up on the short area. Perhaps going to have a bit of taste in his mouth from getting immediately owned before on short, so they're going to play it a little bit more passively this time from crossover.
Hayes is in an interesting position, has breached long with the smoke, going to get out of there though. Worth noting that from Hiko's position, if there's a person behind blue, you can see their legs underneath the structure. Although Hiko may not know that, which is why he's shooting at it. But you can definitely identify if someone's there or not by looking underneath. See the aggressive positioning now from iBUYPOWER. They're in a position where they have to make these aggressive plays because they have to get an early advantage and break the T side here. It's often what you see when there's a large deficit, as the push is coming in towards the B site, and because of that push in the B tunnel, it's only going to be Swag on the site, and it is going to fall. They're going to play for the retake here. Got AZK outside the tunnel. Molotov's coming in, going to force him back. The flank is coming in as well from FNS, but is he going to hear it in time? AZK positioning himself, but they know he's there somewhere. He's going to get the better of the duel, and it's going to be a 3 versus 4 advantage iBUYPOWER, but they're outside the site.
Well, they're going to flashes coming in from upper dark here to help players outside the site, outside those doors, get into the bomb site, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Dave's going to step in, take the trade onto Tarek, gets one more on Plateau, and another one on the big box. Dazed, even scooping up the AWP to boot, but is there time? Oh, just going to make it. Skadoodle going to save the round with the defuse, and he has an AWP, and so does Dazed. So iBUYPOWER could very, very feasibly make this real. This comeback.
This is really big now. They have not one but two AWPs. He's going to throw it over to Swag. Oh, he's going to throw it back to Dazed, in fact. We've seen Swag play with AWPs on the B site before, but it's going to be Dazed after all. Let's see the peek from Skadoodle going for the flash. Takes down Peter. That is massive. We've seen the damage Peter's been doing. Looking for Hayes as well. Is he going to find it? Misses it in that time. Will he peek again? Just can't find the connection. FNS going to go down. It's a two-man advantage now for iBUYPOWER. Momentum starting to go their way. You can see Cutler, Tarek, Hayes left. No AWPs left on the mouseSpaz team. They're going to push the short area, as we do have Dazed on the car where you normally find Skadoodle. He's going to go down, get shot in the face. Hiko going to try and mount a defense as well. Counter flash is coming in here from the CTs. They've got three in mid. The site has fallen, being planted for short. This could be anyone's. Cutler going through the smoke here. Can he find the first frag? Skadoodle goes down. AZK still there. Cutler looking away for a flashbang. Takes down AZK as well. Swag gets a trade frag. Who's going to win this battle?
All the madness up on short. All the madness. Hiko going to just slyly make his way in from long. That bomb ticking away. He's got to get up on that site fast. There's two players left. They're going to cut him down. And we have another mouseSpaz round as they go to match point. And iBUYPOWER, they don't really have the money, but they have the will.
What a huge round for both teams. That was crazy. The back and forth, the battle for control of the sites, of the people alive, everything. It was crazy. iBUYPOWER looks like they were in really a good way to start to get back into this. They picked up two AWPs, but it was all for nothing. They got slaughtered eventually, and it is match point for mouseSpaz, and quite a few of them. We have aggressive positioning on long from Dazed here. Only got a pistol. Skadoodle's the only man who can afford an M4 right now. And Hayes just waiting. Is he gonna walk through? This could be a one shot. Oh, Dazed misses the first shot, but gets the follow-up. It's gonna escape with 42 HP. And Netcode guides. iBUYPOWER double the rifles they're carrying in this round. Bomb is on the floor in the B tunnels area. Again, AZK now in a position where if a T emerges and AZK is not blind, that's going to be a one-shot as well.
A minute left in the round. And we do have a push coming in from Dazed right now, who did... Oh, okay, maybe he's going to change his mind, but he can threaten that flank. And here it is. Tarek's going to come in. Can Dazed make it another one? He did give away his AK to a guy who actually had full health here, which is a nice move.
Tarek's got 20 HP. Look at the time running out as well.
This should be for sure here. Dazed.
Oh, this is brutal. Somebody move!
Dazed is going to go for it. Oh, just going to get taken down by Tarek. And Hiko getting the spray down up on the side. That's the three quick flags from Hiko as he goes huge. There's three players left. Make that two now. Cutler going to remove Skadoodle from the equation. And Swag comes back into action up from short. Cutler going to be going for the fake plant. And there it is. Swag ready with that 5-7. Going to drop him and take the round. So we have ourselves a lot of match points left, but iBUYPOWER, they believe, man. You can see, can you feel the willpower?
Things are starting to get crazy here, DDK. And obviously, you know, hindsight 2020, he had no idea where the second player was, but they could have really done with the money. They could have forced this round if they had the bomb plant there. But again, they do have a cushion to play with. We've got the three-man push here. The flashbang due to come out shortly. You can see the kind of fake flashbang coming out from Hiko there to slow them down, but the rush comes in. How can Hiko hold this? There's so many players. Doesn't get a single one. That's going to be an M4. Oh, the Tech 9 spam. This is insane. Bomb is in the pit. They're going to need to get that out there really fast. So they've taken control of long.
They've boosting up on the site now.
They've got most of their players out of there. They're going to leave the Tarek in there with the M4. You can see there are three people on the CT side. Good shot. Going to take down the rifle. That's big. They've got a man advantage as well. They've got control of both sites. And
Cutler went for the rifle, but he's got 24 health. Only his head is going to show, but Swag is going to easily dispatch him as well. Swag, too good right now. Dazed in a very good position. He should be able to get one frag for sure. Second one, here it comes, surely. There it is by Skadoodle. And we do have ourselves another round as they only lose Hiko, which is a pretty good result. That looked very scary at the start. And I'm still coming into this. With an AWP onto Skadoodle.
He has AWP has been dropped for Skadoodle. Now, this is second win for iBUYPOWER.
Okay, so Skadoodle could actually look up mid here, but they don't know that there's no AWP on mouseSpaz, and that's kind of the fear. But that's a very, very fast movement there. Skadoodle trying to use the timing as best as he can towards that B-bomb site. They can leave him there now, as they had a 3-player push, or 3 players on B to begin with, which is a nice way to start the round.
You can see Tariq is just saving his money with a view to picking up a weapon later on in this round, so later on in further rounds he can get an AWP.
There's 2 players
mouseSpaz
on the B side, Jakes. They're going to walk into a nice B setup indeed. There's 2 down immediately, but they're able to trade pretty effectively though. Madness! Skadoodle's still left alive. The last hope on the B bomb site over at the back of Plateau, as we do have that bomb down outside of the upper dark area. Peter waiting in the smoke. He can hear them. He knows CT's up behind the smoke in CT spawn. Jumping around. They don't know where Peter is. This could be quite dangerous indeed. Day's going to find him. Doesn't react in time. And there it is. Hiko. A reliable man with that M4. And that's 15-10. Match point still for mouseSpaz, but they have to eco again.
Things are getting too close for comfort now for mouseSpaz. iBUYPOWER a mere 5 rounds away from tying things up here. Obviously, this is going to be MR5 if it goes to overtime, but mouseSpaz not going to want it to go there.
But they put 3 on B that round. If they didn't have that set up, they have a way lower chance of winning that round. So that was a really cool gamble to take. And look at the train up short. This is madness. A quick AWP picked up. Skadoodle going down immediately again, but in come the grenades to stop the push. That AWP is on Peter, but he's got 30 health. The grenades doing massive work here on the mouseSpaz lineup. They do have Haze on long. Well, not for long as Hiko does get that kill. And here comes Peter. What a shot there onto AZK. But here it is. Swag is ready. Peter has no idea. And that's going to be a nice little frag there. And iBUYPOWER pick up another one.
That is good damage done to the CT side, though. Their money's not going to be fantastic once they have replenished their stock of rifles. We've got the AWP coming out on Peter now. If mouseSpaz do not win this round, the pressure's just going to be mounting and mounting on them. You can see another 3-man push down long here from the CTs. They're going to make sure they have complete control of this. Aggressive positioning here all around the map. You can see outside long we have Haze. Hiko just marching towards the door right now, but I think he's probably going to hold this angle for a while. Does have support from Skadoodle if he needs it. So unbeknownst to him, Haze is in a difficult place. Oh, the Skadoodle's going to back off, which means that he can cross if he wants to, but it's going to be a battle here. Nice flash. Oh, he doesn't see him just in time. Hiko escapes with the smoke. Very, very lucky to get away with that. Great flashbang from the terrorist side.
And they're playing this again. They're taking a huge risk by having no presence on short at all. But we saw last time that worked out because mouseSpaz decided to go for that B hit.
Yeah,
this
time, is how they roll. This is Skadoodle's position.
Exactly.
This is how he shuts it down.
And this is why they can do it. They got their Michael Jordan there up on the crossover with the AWP. They can put all the pressure on the star player. Skadoodle's going to take the shots and he's going to land them. That's the idea here. And of course they can flank very quickly into short, but Skadoodle has to get a couple of frags. Hiko's got to get at least 1 here. Pressure is on the defense now. Hiko going to be under the attack. Goes FNS and Haze. They both get their empties onto Hiko on long, onto Skadoodle on crossover. Now it's up to the rotating players. AZK going to be in with a quick frag here. He does get 1. Day's coming in from short, picks up 1 as well. And they might be able to make this happen. The bomb has not gone down yet. It's a 2-on-2. AZK and Swag coming in right now. But Tariq, he's going to go for the plant. Oh, Haze takes down AZK and wow, Swag getting the better of Haze, as Tariq does have finally a clear spot to get the bomb down, but very, very...
Oh! I cannot believe that just happened! Holy potatoes, that was like the middle of the box. What?
That's so sick, and Tariq can't believe it.
Oh!
That's the defuse. What a way to save the round! Swag gets the defuse, and the story continues.
Whoa.
That was awesome.
Whoa.
Tariq putting credit where credit's due. Nice shot.
Was insanity. Tariq's like, yeah, no problem. I'm going to smoke. Boom! Head got ripped off, son.
Imagine how impossible it is if he doesn't hit that, because then he gets to an angle where he can't wallbang, and he's going to get close. He's got 17 health, James. He's screwed. Skadoodle going for that short push again. There's no wonder they've been rushing short and picking him off this is clearly something that Skadoodle just really wants to do all the time. This is the third time he's done it. The first couple times he got annihilated. Can he actually finally bring about a frag from this short play? Looks like he won't. Retreating back to a much better angle. Very safe one here for the free shot and the free shot and drop. But meanwhile, mouseSpaz are moving in through middle, and with 2 players very close on short, they can definitely do a lot of damage with this fast flank. mouseSpaz have to be quick on this push. There's 2 players on the B bomb site. This is looking good here for iBUYPOWER, but can they connect the shots? Slowing down that push, but AZK and Swag putting in mad frags right now on the B bomb site. In comes Hayes from the back, but his team lies in ruin. And it's 13-15. iBUYPOWER 2 away from the overtime.
They just got wiped off the floor. Now this is an interesting situation. Do mouseSpaz force this round and then risk losing, or do they just eco and go for the AWPs on the final round? They're gonna force it. We've got a scout coming out for Peter. They only have to win one of these 2 rounds. They've chosen to force it with only a pistol on Cutler, as opposed to saving and going for the AWP. And Hayes has shot FNS in the head, but he's got 64 HP, so it could have been a lot worse. The entire team is on long right now, going for a different strategy here. And it's going to be Peter in the pit with the scout, but you can look at the passive positions here from the CTs. They're not going to engage him on long. They're just going to leave them there. They can stand there for as long as they want. They can't plant the bomb on long. Got to take the site.
This is really nice because right now mouseSpaz are trying to bait something out. They need somebody to come out and peek them so they can get a quick, easy frag. But iBUYPOWER, very disciplined, waiting, using their positions. In go the grenades. Swag able to pick up Cutler on the wallbang. In comes Daze. Oh, Daze with 3 frags. That's the push, completely annihilated. Peter going to get 1 frag there, but he is a dead man. And Swag even getting a kill through FNS onto Daze there.
I don't think they should have forced it. How do you feel about that? Because again, I mean, Peter had a scout. Like, there are 2 rounds left. They have to win only 1 of the 2 rounds. In that sense, like, it's not about the economy anymore.
It shows that they're scared to go in overtime against iBUYPOWER, basically.
Yeah, I think they needed the strongest push there. They needed Peter to have an AWP, in my opinion. I was a bit nervous about that, but they went for the force. They've gone for the force again, obviously, since it's the last round. They still have that 1 round advantage, but this is last chance saloon here. This is their chance to close this out. It was 15-10 a few rounds ago. Now it's 15-14. They need to keep their composure.
And they've mixed up their setup again. This is one that they haven't done for a while. We've been seeing like more presence on their short.
Positioning here, the positioning in mid from the CTs is going to allow for a trade frag. If they go for that flashbang peek that they did last time, Daze might go down, but AZK, he's behind the wall. He should be in a position to get the trade frag. And because it's a narrow door, he may even get 2, maybe even 3 people. mouseSpaz have to be very, very careful here.
They got Swag alone on B with the AWP. That's really, really nice. They can just leave him there. They can rely on Swag to be able to lock this down. They don't have to worry about it. They've got Skadoodle on crossover, who's ready to deal with short. And they do have the 2 middle players who are ready to do a very quick flank if they try to get up short quickly. But might be a foray into middle here. Daze with a great incendiary and the counter flashes. So strong here. But Tarek does manage to drop down. He might just get the flank. But Skadoodle with a save! What a teammate. Good guy, Skadoodle.
Good guy, Skadoodle. Hashtag.
And we got Cutler moving in now, but can he take down Skadoodle? That's a great smoke there to remove that visibility. And we have Hiko coming in to try to support Skadoodle now, and he's going to be able to save Skadoodle. These guys have each other's back, and they are going to bring it to the overtime.
That was so difficult. With that smoke, they could have planted for short, but they chose to push through the smoke without planting, and they just all got cut down. There were just too many CTs there. And I don't know, I really feel like they should have gone for a save round and just gone all in on the very, very last round, but that's all in the past now. It is MR5, guys, 16k, 5 rounds, 2 halves, first to 21 rounds. We will be victorious here. And again, we have the 2-man push from the iBUYPOWER team on long. We've got a smoke in an interesting position. Now they have no idea if anybody is in blue container, but they seem confident as they've left Hiko alone. He has just cleared that area up. Very passive start by the terrorist side. We can see Peter just peeking around the long area with support from Hayes, should he need it. Tarek is going to be in the mid area. Cutler in the B lower tunnels. And finally, Finesse just hanging out B site, hoping for a CT to maybe overextend, just walk out, try and get an early advantage so he can shoot them in the back of the head. Meanwhile, we have AZK on the box behind B looking into the tunnel. Swag holding down the mid area. Skadoodle doing work on short, taking down Peter. Gonna retreat.
Ooh. This is something that they sacrifice in this particular setup. They're changing their CT setups very often, which is great. But in this moment there, we saw that Tarek was able to find the one hole, which was middle, and get a quick pick, which is really nice. And he gets the second one. AZK goes down. Can Swag save this? It's looking pretty bad. Gonna get taken out through the smoke there, and we do have mouseSpaz marching onto the bomb site. 3 versus 2, and Skadoodle does have himself an AWP, so this is going to be immensely difficult. Cutler, though, on the kind of the flank here, trying to cut them down as they rotate into that site, is definitely proving to be annoying as they can't remove him, and they're going to feel that pressure from behind. There goes Skadoodle with a great entry. How does he do it? There's Tarek up on the plateau. What a flick shot there from Tarek, but we do have Cutler moving in from the back. Skadoodle doesn't have any time, and Tarek knows it. There it is. Clean up, and it was pretty fantastic of Skadoodle to get that entry, but without removing Cutler from the equation, it was inevitable. And mouseSpaz take a round.
These rounds are tense. These rounds are really tense. It's like when you're walking through airport security and a man with a rubber glove staring at you. These rounds are tense, DDK. 2-man push down long here from Hiko and Skadoodle. And they're going to have a challenge. Oh, Skadoodle just does a QQ and his gun isn't ready to fire. And that's going to be a disaster there on the long area. Forcing a rotation here from Daze, and Hiko's managing to survive. Things are going to slow down now as the trades come in. Suddenly, things back in iBUYPOWER's favor, with only Peter and Cutler remaining on the terrorist side. I've got to take a second and breathe, DDK. This is nuts.
Yeah, 2 ults left on mouseSpaz. And considering how many rounds there are, they might actually want to be saving these, because you can run out of money. You can actually run out of money in the max rounds 10, the 16k. That can happen. This is also, you know, it's not something you have to worry about too much in MR3, but
it tends to happen towards the last round, but that can be a very key round.
And I mean, Cutler, look how many nades he has as well. There's so much value on both players. Cutler's going to take a pick here, but the problem is they can't really move into these positions fast with the AWPs. Peter's going to get a frag onto Hiko as he does try to push the position, and he's going to swap out for the AK. So that really leads me to believe he wants to go for this. Swag is ready on the angle, though.
He has to go for this, and he has to go for it fast, because AZK is coming up the rear with the gear. 20 seconds remaining. Swag going to rip his head off with the sniper rifle from close range, and things are going to be tied up here, 1 round apiece.
Here we go, 16-16. We could be here for a long time. These two teams looking so even.
2 AWPs on both sides. What happened there? Some weird flash. Flashed like all the CTs and CT spawn.
It's probably the failed Smith's flash.
La, 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 la.
Here we go, so Swag whistling off a shot there. And
how can he shoot him that fast with an AWP jumping through the door? Who is this man?
I know, right? It makes you sad because you can't do it.
How do you know I can't do it?
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? He does it, and you're like, I'm outraged. How does he do this? Why can't I do this? It's because he's Skadoodle, and Tarek is going to make his way in. That's a great no-scope onto Swag, and he falls back safely through the smoke.
I cannot process what I'm witnessing right now. Dazed was going for a massive flank. At least he has the info. This position is still very strong if they choose to go B, and that will allow a balanced setup from the CT guys. But things could get very ugly very fast here for iBUYPOWER, as Skadoodle is the last man standing on the A site. Hiko can mount a defensive down here, but it's going to be hard. He has got to aim to do it, though. See how Skadoodle changes up his position, goes for more aggressive stance. Tarek with the trade frag. 1-man advantage.
Nice flick there from Tarek, and that might just give them the breathing space to get this bomb down. But look at that, Hiko's jumping around there from below. Tarek's a little bit afraid here that he might jump shot him. He's so low as well, so he's going to go for the safe plant, which is very smart, Tarek. Yeah, Hiko's still jumping around, looking for the Kukli style shots, as we do have Daze moving in from long here. Gonna find himself Peter. Ooh, what a shot there onto Peter. Clinical stuff here from Daze, as he is going to be the last man standing against Cutler and Tarek. In goes the flash, and Dazed. Gonna go down to Tarek, who's been doing excellent work. That's a 4 kill from him. Excellent work with that AWP. I mean, it's, you know, you want to chat about Skadoodle, but Tarek has been beasting as well.
This match is bananas. This is crazy. Get your grandmas in here, guys. Get them on their iPads watching this match. Tell them to watch Counter-Strike. This is crazy. One round is all that separates these two teams in map 1 of this best of 5. To find out who is going to be the North American G2A.com champion. And there's another fast frag from Skadoodle on the short area. Finesse, low tunnel, but does he know Swag is in position to rip his chest off? That's a closed casket funeral.
Lots of work being done here by iBUYPOWER so far in this round, and there's a lot of options available to mouseSpaz. They've got a 3-on-5 situation, and they have a lot of time to work with, so it does make sense to try to keep going for those picks at the moment and see if they can force open somewhere, some position on the map. Because there's a nice spread here from iBUYPOWER. Got 2 players on middle who can soon go for the peak and really get that information under control. As I just wait for that Molotov to go away. And Dazed is ready for this push. As if he knew exactly what was coming. Dazed so ready in. The hot flash, it goes. Peter does manage to make the shot. So 3-on-1 all of a sudden. Skadoodle taking down Hayes from the back. Hiko comes. And wow, what a deny. Completely denied. Sit down.
This. If he goes to A, he can still do this. Nobody is on the A site at the moment.
Got 20 seconds though. So I'm not going to hedge my bets on him, but we'll get taken out. And there's 2 orbs surviving there for iBUYPOWER. 17-17. This is pretty close. Yeah,
this is the last round of the first half. So whoever wins this will have a 1-round advantage going into the second half of this map. That was a very Captain Obvious statement. I do recognize that. 2 orbs on iBUYPOWER's side. We can see Skadoodle going to be heading back to spawn to get some candy. Swag towards the B bomb side. We can see Peter with the solo AWP on the mouseSpaz side. Going to be peeking long. Interestingly, they've changed it up in this last round, as CTs often do. There's nobody covering long whatsoever for iBUYPOWER. But the psychology of it would normally be quite interesting, but Peter's just gone mad aggressive and found out on his own. Meanwhile, we have a short push here from the CTs as they have it smoked off. Swag going to take down Cutler. Early 1-man advantage, but I don't know if...
Ooh, are they boosting over the smoke? I think they were thinking about it. Oh no, they did. They boosted Hiko up into the boxes. Can't quite see over the smoke, but it's an unexpected position. They're not going to expect this at all. Hiko, he has to deliver the frags though. And will he deliver? Going for the spray. He finds absolutely nothing. The flames are going down, and that's a quick frag onto Dazed. Hiko able to take down 1, but that's it. It's going to be down to Skadoodle here, who is with that AWP up on the side. Going to drop down. He's going to get tapped from 2 sides at once. Peter lands the fatal blow to Skadoodle with the AWP, and FNS, Finesse, as he's known, is going to dominate Swag, and in comes AZK, arriving onto the scene with that rotation. And there's not a lot for him to do here. They actually get the knife.
Oh, we got knifed as well.
Get the knife. So there we go. Good half exchange.
That knife is psychological warfare. There's a hell of a lot on the line here. There's nothing between these teams, but Tarek's still just got a knife the dude.
Well, Tarek has been beasting, man. Look at this, 35 frags. Tarek is actually MVPing it right now.
Swag not far behind with 33.
But Tarek has been the answer to Skadoodle a lot of the time. Apart from those rushes that they had, Skadoodle, you know, before he can, his reign of Tarek can keep going on these defenses. He gets 1 frag. He kind of maybe he gets the second one, and then boom, Tarek comes in. Then Tarek gets the second one. Like this happened over and over again. So really awesome plays from both teams.
And this is the difference I was talking about between mouseSpaz and Denial. With Denial's roster changes, mouseSpaz, and the lack of Adren being able to play in that particular match, mouseSpaz are definitely better equipped to stop Skadoodle than Denial unfortunately were in their semi-final. So mouseSpaz on the CT side, we're going to see long B contested here. 3 terrorists, 2 counter-terrorists. Dazed getting tapped. Only got 24 HP, Swag on 19 at the moment, but FNS going to be the first man to go down. Pit is in control of iBUYPOWER. They have 3 people along at the moment. They can, now they've got somebody in the pit. If they can get the bomb out of there, they can try and push short and go for a 2-pronged assault, which is exactly what mouseSpaz did in the previous round. They still have 2 people in very passive positions here. Look at Swag all the way back here. looks like he's looking to try and get a rotation. Either
might
to
just
punish
get
it or to let them go past and
Peter
try
is
and take
actually
the side.
moving in for upper dark, and Swag is just going to remove himself from the angle just as Peter emerges. So good timing there. And looks like they want to try to get a play going into middle. There are lots of players ready around this short area here. And Peter, great shot onto AZK.
Massive information play there by Peter. He knows where the terrorists aren't. And Tarek positions himself to rip Skadoodle's chest open. 3 terrorists left versus the 4 of the CTs. Again, they still have long. Pico going to throw a flash there, try and throw a fake, and he is going to get out of there. There are 3 CTs on the A site at the moment, and if there's a fast push here towards B, they could be in trouble. But the terrorist side still loitering. Pico returning to longs. It seems like that's decommittal now. 10 seconds remaining. They cannot win this round.
It's over. It is really over there. Tarek and Hazen with 2 each, and of course Peter with a nice shot. A very, very timely push in upper dark. And yeah, I mean, it's looking really good here for mouseSpaz. Of course, iBUYPOWER got loads of monies. So I'm curious how iBUYPOWER are going to approach this. We did see them get shut down really badly. Skadoodle not able to find the shots. Peter, oh, he does take down Skadoodle. Both teams have a lot when it comes to AWP skill. They got Skadoodle, they got Swag. We have Peter, we got Tarek. It's madness right now. We got a 3-on-2 coming in. Long is still under assault here. Into the pit, we're going to see Hiko go, as he does manage to take down Cutler in the end. And he has so much time. 1 minute and 15 seconds left, and Peter's in the smoke. Oh my god, they rattle off a shot, and Peter emerges. Does get the kill.
Just about got away with that one.
Could see the no-skip happening. Hiko's up on Longhouse though, and he knows where the players are. He knows where the bomb is. He's got 55 seconds.
Well, he knew where one player was, but Peter's completely rotated his position into T-spawn, and he takes down Hiko. mouseSpaz match point now. This first map could finally come to a close here. Double AWPs again on mouseSpaz. Now, what are iBUYPOWER's options? Do they go for a super fast play? Daze picking up the first AWP. See Skadoodle picking up the second one. Are they going to go for a 2-pronged assault in mid again? No towel for FNS, gets tagged down to 36. It's going to escape with his life though. Timed nades on short from Tarek, and that's going to put AZK down to 58 HP. No hellos, no handshakes, just a grenade to the face. We've got mouseSpaz in control of short at the moment. Passive play to start here from the terrorist. Top mid, still going to get taken out by Tarek. Hiko is going to be on long though. Long's been left again by the CTs. So very, very similar play we're seeing on the CT side from both these teams. Again, it is 3-round advantage for mouseSpaz, but there is really nothing between these teams other than that.
Well, they could just close it out right now. I mean, we do have already an advantage with Dazed going down. There's still 2 AWPs alive here for iBUYPOWER, so can they make the frags happen? AZK spots a pixel of the helmet of Peter, just enough to find the frag. As we have another player going down, Skadoodle opening up here. The AZK with another one. These entries coming in so fast now. A 2-on-3. FNS. Oh, with 2 frags. Beautiful shot there from Skadoodle. In comes Tarek from the B-bomb side. He's got a hell of a lot of work to do. He's going to swap out for that M4, which is going to be definitely a lot more dynamic than an AWP. Coming in from below is difficult though.
They definitely don't know where he is yet.
No. No, he's going to go for the jump shots. Oh, that's so bold. Almost getting the kill onto Skadoodle. The madness from Tarek there, accepting his fate and going for the lowest percentage of plays. And still match point here. iBUYPOWER have to win 2 in a row. mouseSpaz still with enough bank to get a couple buys going. So can they close it out here? mouseSpaz did look better. I mean, it was a crazy comeback from iBUYPOWER, but it feels like they have had so far a better CT off. But look at that. Skadoodle gets the pick, and that's an instant B rush now. And mouseSpaz know it's coming. They know how these guys are going to be thinking about this. In they go, and Hazed is going to go down. No response.
This is looking like we may be in OT2, the way things are going at the moment. That's a very quick look at the money. They will be alright for the final round if they cannot retake this. It's a 5 versus 3 here. I mean, honestly, this round is already over. Yeah. That was an insane rush there by iBUYPOWER. And if you're tuning in from Europe, I really, really hope you're enjoying these American matches. Normally they start at like 3 o'clock in the morning, Central European time. So we've got some nice early matches for you to enjoy. You can get a taste of what these teams are like. Normally, you know, we've seen iBUYPOWER, we've seen Cloud9 in Europe, but there's also teams like mouseSpaz, like Denial, like Area 51, etc.
That round is like one of the nice things when you have an AWPer watching the doors, and you have like the bulk of your team moving towards B anyway, and then you see the pick, and it's like it's such an easy call. Like you just every time you just go B, because you know you're like 3 or 4 against 1. So that's really nice there to find that frag, and for iBUYPOWER to already be en route. So can iBUYPOWER tie it up? It's 1 round. mouseSpaz can still put an end to the madness. 3 AWPs there. I guess they have an AK in spawn to switch out if they really want to. There it is. So he's going to go for the switch. As they don't get any damage. No tags found, no frags found. On middle, at the beginning of the round, as we do have them spreading across the width of the map now. They have upper dark. They've got the bottom of middle. They've just yet to really take short and put presence there. That's all they need to be looking for right now. But it does look like mouseSpaz do have a player there on short, so got to be careful about that.
Pico, what a smart guy. Jumps over. Peter reveals himself if Pico didn't spot him, but he probably did. Lots of dangerous AWPers on both sides here for these teams to look out for. No picks yet. Tentative games.
If they were to push short, actually, they would have maybe a 3 or 4 on 1. mouseSpaz have to be careful. There's a glaring weakness in the defense right now. They need to get in position here and have some good counter grenades. Otherwise, this is going to be really powerful for iBUYPOWER. Should have a great chance to take this round now. Peter's going to come out huge. That's a great shot onto Skadoodle through the wall. And AZK going to come in with a trade onto Finesse. Frags back and forwards here, but slowly, mouseSpaz look to be making the difference. It's all on Daze. He's going to be able to maybe make the frag here. So low. Takes down Tarek. 1 on 2. Dazed. Up against the flames. Going to charge on through, and that's going to leave him on 11 health. That bomb is down. There's no time. mouseSpaz going to make it happen in map number 1.